And it is going to be another great day. Great start to the morning. A little bit of fog earlier today, but I think that's pretty much burned off anyway. It was supposed to about 8 o'clock, and that was done. It was gone. I noticed it lifting downtown by 6, and it wasn't too bad. Yesterday, a little different story. Today, good day. We haven't talked to this guy for a while. Pete Helmstead, what have you been up to?
Oh, been all over the place, Jay.
You have you?
Yep.
Been checking out road construction and everything, or what?
Oh, we had we hosted the Iowa DOT hosted a multi-state conference. That's let's see if I can remember. It's MASTO, Mid-American Association of State Transportation Officials. It's a 10-state. It rotates around 10 states as far as who hosts the yearly conference, and we had it this year, so I helped out down there with that one week, and then the other week I was on vacation, and last week you were on vacation, so it all kind of rolled together.
Right. So it's been a few weeks, so you'd think that we'd have a whole bunch of things to talk about.
The good thing is we don't have a lot to talk about because these projects are moving ahead. Things are still on schedule. It's a lot of the major projects that are still going. A lot of the smaller ones we've wrapped up, but there is one thing that people should be aware of tomorrow, Wednesday, at the Floyd Interchange project. We will be detouring eastbound traffic, just eastbound traffic,
Okay.
from approximately 9:30 till 2:30, 9:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the afternoon. We have some traffic control that needs to be fixed up, worked on. It got hit last week by a vehicle going through there. So we're going to shut down eastbound traffic so we can get everything back the way it needs to be. Eastbound traffic will be detoured south on T38, then take Iowa 14 east, and you hook right back up with US 218. It's a pretty easy short detour. So again, that's just for a few hours tomorrow morning. So be aware of that. As far as the project itself, everything's going well. The bridge is making progress. All the grading, the dirt work is really making a lot of progress. So again, we'll keep you updated, but things are flowing well there. The project in Hancock and Kossuth counties, kind of in the Wesley to just outside of Britt area, they are still doing a lot of dirt work there as well. We're hoping that by the end of August, early September, they'll start doing some of the resurfacing work, the paving work. And remember that project also involves some turn lanes as well as some passing lanes. So again, that'll be a different stretch of road once we get that taken care of. The US 65 bridge by Sheffield, moving ahead. Things are going well. Deck overlay project on Iowa 9 east of Hanlontown over the interstate there. They're getting close on that one as well. We're waiting for some contractors to do some of the finishing touches, so we're waiting for it to fit into their schedule. But hopefully within a couple weeks that will be done as well. So other than that, everything's going really smoothly, and it's kind of nice. We'll see. It's kind of scary, making you wonder what is going to happen.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Now, remember, you can always find out about road construction issues, or not issues, but things that are going on by downloading that mobile app, Pete.
That's right. 511IA is the mobile app. 511ia.org. You can get to on your web browser. Like you go there now, and if you have all the boxes checked as far as which categories you want to see, and one of them is future construction, you'll see the one that we just put in yesterday for the detour over by Floyd. So it's up to date as much as we can. We keep it up to date, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, things will continue to move ahead, and we'll be able to talk about the finishing dates on some of these projects in a few weeks.
Yeah, that'd be nice, won't it?
Yeah, some of them, like I've mentioned, from the spring, they're going to be going until into November, like the bridge replacements and the Floyd project. But
Right.
hopefully, the one by Hanlontown will be wrapping up pretty soon, and we'll keep you updated.
And it's very important too if you're doing some traveling, whether it's doing a last minute vacation or you just you want to bypass the cities and get there a little quicker, or at least avoid rush hour. Look ahead, even if it's in Minnesota, because you'll be zigzagging and counting all the lakes that you go by
Yeah.
to get to where your destination is at.
Yep, it is very, very handy to have. We used it a couple times on our trip, and there was one time we were very happy we used it because we were able to bypass something, and yeah, it does help out a lot. Another thing too, you kind of touched on it with the late minute or last minute vacations with school starting next week. Just keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of, especially around schools, a lot of excited young kids who are going to be going back and seeing their friends and everything. So be aware as they get ready be crossing the streets and in neighborhoods and everything. Hopefully they'll stop and look, but do your part too. Be aware and also know when you can and when you can't pass school buses. So keep
Right.
that in mind as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Pete, it took us about an extra hour to get to where we were going on vacation. Talk about wife all excited about going on vacation and then hitting all these detours.
Yep.
Yeah, it does not make for a happy wife.
No, well, it happens. We were on the motorcycles and there was a spot in South Dakota where there was a spot, and I can't remember how they described it on their 511 site. It sounded a little intense as far as a work zone. So I actually sent them an email, and yeah, it was literally for, I don't know, maybe a mile or two, a dirt road. There
Oh,
was not there was not a detour. There was not, a temporary gravel surface. It was a dirt road.
wow.
So we took the truck detour, added about 10 miles to our trip, but that was all right.
When I go on vacation, the last thing I want to talk about is like work or anything like that.
Right.
As much as possible. Every now and then it'll slip in there, but when that conversation comes up, well, didn't you look at the
Right.
app that you guys talk about, that you and Pete talk about? And I go, no, I did not.
You seem to have that conversation a lot, Jay.
Well, because I didn't even think about it. I'm used
Sure.
to going up there, we go to like Albert Lee area, and then we take and jump off. It's like, was it 12 or 13? It's real easy because the roads are like 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
You get on like 10 up in Monticello or whatever.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I was taking the back roads thinking I'd bypass the cities because I don't like going through all the construction in the cities. And it took us an extra hour.
Yuck.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy the scenery. You got to spend quality time with your wife in the car. Perfect.
Oh, yeah. She was real happy. Arms crossed and staring straight ahead, Pete. No conversation.
Just turn the radio up, right?
Exactly. Except for the fact that, well, if you download that app, you would have known that all this was going on. Well, if I would have had it and we lived in Minnesota, then yeah, I probably would have had it and maybe checked it out, but didn't even think about doing it ahead of time.
I don't like to pick sides, Jay, but
I'm just forewarning every other man out there that doesn't want to listen to, well, I could get to where I need to go. Yeah, it's better to have the help of an app.
technology is wonderful when used.
I love it. If you get a chance to go back and watch a video, Pete just laid back in his chair. It's a whole sit back and go, I told you so. We've had this conversation, Jay. So yeah.
If there was a chair closer, I'd have my feet up as well.
Right. I'll tell you, you can check the video out. It's on our website, 987kisscountry.com. Pete, have yourself a wonderful week. All right.
All right, you too, Jay.
That's the good stuff.